graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. And out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Yo. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Sorry we're a little bit late. But we are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to get things started. Phillies are taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. They will be facing Shane Baz, who has a 3-1 record in 35 innings of work this year. He has struck out 37 batters in those 35 innings and has only given up 12 walks. And the first pitch will be underway in right about now. Here it comes. It's in there for a strike, and that's to Bryson Stott. Phillies are out in Tampa. They're playing against the Rays. There we go. Yep, it says page is not found. What does that mean? The ball is one strike, and the pitch to Stott. There's a foul ball. I'll get to the lineup in just a few seconds. Why is this not working? For some reason, that's not working. The ball is 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Stott hitting .264 on the season, and the 0-2 is swung on and missed. And so Bryson does strike out. Let's get into the Phillies starting lineup. We'll do that right now. One second. There we go. Alrighty. Here's Trey Turner. He's going to foul the next pitch off. So the Phillies lineup, it'll be this. It'll be Stott batting in the leadoff spot. Then it's Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Bohm, and Rojas. And that is the starting lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies. And the pitch. It's taken for a ball. It's making now 1 ball and 1 strike. It's so weird how ESPN is not working. ESPN is not working. The Phillies score is not working. 1-1 pitch. There's a called strike 2. Is the Dodgers score up and running? It is. It's weird. That is bizarre. The 1-2. It's outside. On the defensive side of the diamond for Tampa, they will have Baz on the mound. At catcher, it's Danny Jansen. Curtis Mead is over at first. Second base, it's Brandon Lowe. Jose Caballero is actually out in right field. Junior Caminero's at third. As the 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And then Taylor Walls is at short. Cody Simpson's out in center. Right fielder is Jose Caballero. And the left fielder is Christopher Morel. Baz wants to have a conversation with the home plate umpire. That's Will Little. Excuse me. Two balls, 2 strikes. Last time that Baz pitched against the Phillies, he had a no decision in 5 1/3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the windup and the pitch to Trey, and he fouls it back. So the Phillies scoreboard's not working right now. It's good to know. Turner is up to bat. Stott struck out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cristopher Sanchez is pitching for the Phillies tonight, in case you didn't know. And the 2-2 to Trey. Pops it up. It's it out over towards shallow right field. And it's a foul ball. What's going on? What's up, folks? Turner, over his last 15 games with 25 hits and a .391 batting average. He's also drove in 7 runs. Page not found. Go back to home page. I don't understand. It's weird. Can I refresh it on here? Yeah, it says the same thing. Odd. 2-2 pitch. That's taken inside for ball 3. And so the count is now 3-2. ESPN's just not working. Eight pitches in this at-bat to Trey Turner. There's 1 out in the top of the first. And the 3-2 to Trey. Foul ball at 99 miles per hour. Phillies are 7-9 on the road. They're also 11-8 in night games. 3-2 pitch to Trey. There's a line drive played on the bounce by the first baseman, Mied, and he'll just take it on over to the bag for out number 2. There we go. So that's an unassisted ground out. Let's go, baby. What's up, Scott? What's up, PJ? What's up, William? What's up, Seema Fox? How's everybody doing, man? Excited to be here. Excited to see you all. Of course, 2 outs, and Bryce Harper is at the plate. First pitch to Bryce. It's elevated. And it was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Bryce's average has increased to 241. He'll rest the bat on the shoulder as he's in the batter's box. And he takes the 1-0 off the plate for ball 2. Boz fires. He has a lot of heat on that fastball. The main thing with him, though, is health. Same thing with McClanahan. 2-0 pitch. There's a knuckle curve in there for strike 1. That's one of his really good pitches. 2 balls, 1 strike. Phillies playing out at George Steinbrenner Field, and Harper takes a changeup right down the middle for strike 2. The 25-year-old Boz made his debut back in 2021. Born in Tomball, Texas. The pitch. That's taken up high for ball 3. His father was born in Beirut and played soccer. That was before he moved to the U.S. at the age of 15. 3-2 pitch, and that's up high and away for ball 4. And Bryce gets on with a 2-out walk. See that Juan Soto had a multi-homer game today? Here comes Kyle Schwarber. Speaking of homers, he's tied with Aaron Judge with 12. First pitch, that's taken by Schwarber for strike 1. What's up, folks? Hi, JJ. I'm good now that the Phillies are playing. Well, I'm good because I get to see you guys. And the Phillies are playing. 0-1. Ground ball. Diving stop by the shortstop. And no throw made over to first. That would have been a really hard play. So if it's going to be an infield single, there's not many times where Kyle does that. And Harper will stop on over at second base Kyle hit the ball right up the middle. It looked like he got a changeup there. And it was knocked down by the shortstop. He had to dive towards his left side. And the ball actually went underneath him, underneath his belly. And he just chewed it up. There were 2 outs with nobody on, and now there's 2 outs with 2 runners on, and Castellanos swings and misses at a knuckle curve. Casty's average is at 288. He had a very good night last night. Drove in 4 runs, including a 3-run homer, and he swings and misses at the knuckle curve again. And is already behind in the count 0-2. Guardians won earlier today and beat the Washington Nationals by a score of 8-6. They have been scoring runs. Guardians have put up 26 runs over their last 3 games. It's also over the last 2 days because they played a doubleheader yesterday. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And so 3 knuckle curves, and that's how Castellanos strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the first. Phillies had traffic on the bases, just came up short. And the Rays are going to be coming on up to the plate. Okay. Let's see if the scoreboard's working now. Nope. Still says that it's not found. It's weird. It's very odd. Let's put this here. See if this works. No. Is this the only scoreboard that's not working? Yeah, that's the only one. It's weird. Hit the like button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. RB scoreboard isn't working either, JJ. No. Well, that's good to know. I left my water over there. Darn it. We got 106 people on here watching. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below, man. Let me know what your final score predictions are. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. Yeah. Sorry I wasn't interacting with you guys. I was trying to figure out why the scoreboard wasn't working. Dylan Towns here. What's up, dude? Let's go, Phillies. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. We'll do this instead. We will do this instead. Okay. So we are in the bottom of the first, and the Rays lineup will look like this. It'll be Yandy Diaz, Christopher Morel, Junior Caminero, Danny Jansen, and Curtis Mead, Brandon Lau, Jose Caballero, Taylor Walls, and Chandler Simpson. The first pitch, it's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Rojas has it, makes the catch. Just drifted over towards the plate. And so 1 away. Sanchez, of course, was in the Rays farm system. Phillies traded him for Curtis Mead back in November of 2019. Sanchez has a 3.45 earned run average and 39 strikeouts. It's 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is down for ball 2. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, have red Phillies letters painted across the chest with blue stars above both eyes. 2-0 pitch. There's a ground ball, sliding stop by Turner. He gets up, throws over to first, and a nice play by Trey, and a very good dig by Bryce Harper. And there's 2 away. I was thinking for a second maybe Morel beat it out, but he didn't. The Turner smooth slides might be back. Is that really a smooth slide there, though? Nah. It was a good play, though. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first. And Caminero takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Joe's here. Larry's here. The 1-0 pitch. That's a ground ball past the dive of Stott out to right center field, and Rojas will get on over to it as he maneuvers over towards his right, gets the glove down on it, and throws it back over towards the cutoff man. So Caminero gets on with a 2-out single, and he's over at first. On the defensive side, Harper's over at first, Stott's at second, Turner's at short, Bohm is at third. Behind the plate is JT. On the mound, of course, is Cristopher Sanchez. Danny Jansen is in the box. The first pitch is wide, as JT does just catch it. The count is 1-0. Finishing out the rest of the Phillies defense, they got Kepler in left, Rojas in center, and Castellanos in right. Sanchez kicks, deals. That's outside for ball 2. Jansen has no batting gloves. He's a right-handed hitter. He's been in the league for a little bit of time. He's now 30 years old, was drafted by the Blue Jays. 2-0, and that's a check swing foul ball right behind home plate. His average this year is just at 147. He did not play in last night's game. Two balls, 1 strike to Danny Jansen. Two one pitch, and that's taken inside and low for ball 3. He was a rookie. He actually had 13 homers, which was 1 shy of Will Smith for the most amongst rookie catchers. Hard to believe he was a rookie 6 years ago. 3-1 pitch. Down for ball 4. So, similar story. The first two hitters got out, just like the Phillies had happened in the top of the first, and, well, the next 2 hitters have gotten on board. The Phillies did that too. Can it be a game of copycat? And can the Phillies get out of the inning? Pitch, that's outside. That changeup is missing by a mile. And so JT is going to go out there to talk things over with Sanchez, and rightfully so. Let's go. I think that the Cristopher Sanchez trade is the best trade that the Phillies have had in the last 10 years. I think I said that before. I do. I think that that's worked out for the Phillies. It's the 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. What say you? You think over the last 10 years, from 2015 till now, would you say Cristopher Sanchez is the best trade that the Phillies have had? I think it's up there. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Outside. It's now 4 times where Sanchez has thrown that changeup, and it's not even getting the outer part of the plate. It's like a foot off. Sanchez checks the runner over at second and fires a changeup that's fouled off by Mied. Jane says if we win tonight, then yes. It's a hot one out there. 15 pitches in this inning so far for Sanchez. Can he get out of the jam? 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. And Bohm throws it over to second. And Stott keeps his foot on the bag, but he had to dive forward. And so it's a 5-4 fielder's choice to end the first inning. So, same result as what the Phillies did in the top of the first. No runs and 2 men left. And we've played 1 frame. We're going to the top of the second. Okay. Good stuff. What do you guys think that the Phillies' best trade was over the last 10 years? The best trade that the Phillies have had over the last 10 years is blank. I'm going with Cristopher Sanchez. That's what I'm going to go with. It's a hard one. Because Bryce was a free agent, Schwarber was a free agent, Casty was a free agent. So was Wheeler. JT? I mean, JT, we traded him for what? Sixto Sanchez? Gene Segura? Jeff Hoffman was a good trade when we got him. That was a very nice trade. Actually, wait, no, sorry. We signed Jeff Hoffman. Hoffman was released by the Rockies. Let us know down below. Here comes Max Kepler to the plate. Kepler will lead off the top of the second. The first pitch from Shane Baz is just a hair inside. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say yes, he did at third. Lance Barksdale is over at third. It's the third base umpire. Will Little's calling the balls and the strikes. 1-1 pitch. It's popped up over towards left field. Morrell shimmies towards his left. And stops, waits for it, and makes the grab. One gone, and JT is up to bat. Here's the pitch. It's a knuckle curve. It's taken at the knees. The ball is 1 strike. Pitch to JT. Foul ball. Jacob Taylor. O2 pitch. That's punched foul. Where does JT rank amongst best catchers in Philly? All time. I would say Dalton and Lieberthal are above him. But JT, I think, makes the top 5. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Where does JT rank in your top Phillies catchers of all time? The ball's 2 strikes. The 0-2. There's a foul ball. You're asking some hard questions tonight. I am. Behind Boone and Dutch. Okay. Would you put him above Chooch? It's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And JT strikes out. Would you put him above Chooch? Always thought that Lieberthal was good with us. The pitch. There's a line drive base hit out over towards right field. And Bohm gets on with a 2-out single. Definitely above Chooch. Top 5, Lieberthal, JT, Boone, Dalton, and Ruiz. Okay? Just started watching the Phillies again like a year ago. I know. I hear you. Here comes Yohan Rojas. He takes a strike at the knees. What about Chris Coast? No, okay. JT might be number 1. I wouldn't put him number 1, would you? If we're if we're talking about skill. 0-1 foul ball. If we're talking about skill, maybe. Two gone in the top of the second. Bohm's over at first. Darren Dalton. It's the 0-2. There's a foul ball. Seems like I missed watching good baseball in '93. Missed out on that. The ball's 2 strikes. There's the 0-2. It's chopped over towards shortstop. Underhanded throw made over to Lowe is in plenty of time. And so we're going to the bottom of the second. It's 6-4 on the fielder's choice. Lowe will lead it off. Defensively, JT is number 1, says Orlando. Think he's better than Dalton defensively? Or Boone? Oh, I think it's an interesting question to have. I do. Larry says Boone was an all-time great defensive catcher. Old Man Ferguson, thanks for subscribing. I don't know if you subscribed on another account, but I appreciate it, man. Sanchez is going to go back out there for another inning of work. Got 143 people tuning on in. I appreciate you guys. Lowe, Caballero, and Walls are coming on up. And by the way, the scoreboard is back up and running. So let's fix that right now. Okay. Box score. Good. Sanchez facing a left-handed hitter. And the first pitch is a sinker 96, but it's chopped over towards the right side. Stott plays it on a hop, and a sidearm throw to first will get Brandon Lowe out. They were playing him the pole. For 3. Here's the pitch to Caballero. It's taken up high for a ball. You guys ever been in the Camden River Shark Stadium when they were around? I know that Rutgers now plays over there. You ever been there, though? 2 balls, no strikes to Jose Caballero. 2-0 pitch. That's taken on the inside corner at the knees for a strike. I was thinking about that. I know it's a random question, but I got to see Pedro Feliz when he was over there. That was awesome. I was like, damn, he's still in the league. Still playing professional ball. 2-1 pitch. That's a strike. You ever been to Camden River Sharks? Two balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the second. There's 1 out. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 is in the dirt for ball 3. If you're tuning in over on the vertical side, appreciate it. If you're tuning in on TikTok or on Twitch, appreciate you guys for being on here too. 3-2 pitch. And there's a called strike 3 at the knees. That thing had a lot of movement on it. Sanchez was able to get the call. What's up, Will? Shalom. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Two outs in the bottom of the second. The pitch. It's in the dirt. That was a good pitch. This is Taylor Walls hitting 185. Has 1 homer and 7 RBI. Here's the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. He was the 79th overall pick. He was a pitcher when he was in high school. Had a .7 ERA during his senior year and batted 400. 1-1. That's taken down low for ball 2. And then went to Florida State University. His best year was his junior year, where he started in 68 of FSU 69. He just focused on hitting. Was a .273 hitter with 8 homers and 47 RBI. There's a 3-1 pitch. There's a grounder. It's played on the hop by Bohm, and he throws it over to first. And it's in time, and another inning where Cristopher Sanchez doesn't allow a run. We're going to the top of the third, no score out in Florida. People think Dalton spent his whole career hitting like he did in 93. He didn't. Nope. It's like... Can't really think of a good comparison. That's like, I guess, that in today's game, that's like people thought that Charlie Morton had a great career or had a very good career when really in the very beginning he wasn't a good pitcher and was a journeyman. Wasn't until he got to the Astros, though, where he was really good. He had, 5 good years during the later part of his career. Trying to think of another late boomer, too. JJ, what are your thoughts on Pickens going to the Cowboys? I thought for Pittsburgh, personally, they could have gotten more. I do. They didn't get any first-round picks. I think for Dallas, it's a good move. Does it put them over the edge? No. Does it put them in the mix? Got to have a quarterback who's reliable. But for the Cowboys, I thought it was necessary. The pitch to Bryson Stott, and there's a foul ball. I think that the Eagles are going to be fine. It doesn't scare me. But it's a good move for Dallas. Does it make them better? Yeah. But they're still not a threat to me. What say you, though? 0-1 pitch. It's down and in. Stott is up to bat. Boz has 40 pitches. One ball, one strike. And here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 2. What's up, James? Says, let's go Phillies, beat those Rays, man. Let's go. Bon says, I'm going to say right now, Joe Milton is the face of the league in a few years. 2-1. And there's a foul ball. We got 162 people on here watching. There's 162 games in a season. But did you know that you can also have 162 likes in the chat? Let's try to get there. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch to Stott. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. The pitch was also way inside. Three-two pitch. There's a foul ball. The 3-2. Another foul ball. You know that Shane Baz is the only survivor from the Chris Archer trade? 3-2 pitch to Stott, and there's a foul ball. That's kind of hard to believe. The Pirates gave up, if I'm not mistaken, Austin Meadows, if you remember him. Tyler Glasnow. Shane Baz, and I think McClanahan, too. No, not McClanahan. 3-2 pitch, and there's a foul ball. That was a huge trade, and Pittsburgh absolutely lost that trade. Yeah, it was Austin Meadows and Tyler Glass now. Three-two pitch. That's popped up. It's hit out over towards center field. And the center fielder's there to make the catch for out number 1. What is Chris Archer doing now? The pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. Chris Archer. He's now 36 years old. He's 36. Last played in 2022. 1-0. There's a foul ball. Was with the Rays for 6 years. Here's the 1-1. They try to appeal. Actually, they didn't appeal. Turner didn't go. Hunter Green already has retired all 6 Braves that he has faced. Hunter Green, of course, pitching for the Cincinnati Reds. What a season he's had. 2-1 to Turner. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field. It's carrying and it's out of here. So Trey Turner gets the party started and goes 403 feet to put the Phillies up 1-0. That was a good swing. All right, the 1 out and the pitch. There's a ground ball hit by Harper over towards the right side, and the throw is made over to first in time for out number 2. So Turner does go yard, and Harper grounds out. I think it's safe to say that Turner is heating up. I don't want to say he's on fire. He's hitting the ball well now. Schwarber takes down for a ball. He's also hitting the baseball very well, too. 1-0 Philadelphia. The pitch. It's outside for ball 2. The pitch. It's outside for ball 3. Kepler did not hit one. Casty did. He had a 3-run homer. And Schwarber. The pitch. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Schwarber is 12th homer last night. Here's the 3-1. There's a line drive base hit out over to right field. And so Kyle does get on with a single. He's over at first base. Let's go. I think Schwarber has homered in 3 of his last 4 games. Could someone fact check me on that? Actually, I got it. Yeah, 3 of his last 4. I was correct. Here's Castellanos, and he takes a pitch that's in there for strike 1. Nick is 33 years old. He has a hit in 5 of his last 6 games. He'll ground this one over towards shortstop. The underhanded throw over to second is in plenty of time. And the inning is over, and we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. Be right back. We're going to take a step off. All right. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies do lead it 1-0 on a solo homer by Trey Turner. I'm going to ask you a question, okay? And I would like to hear what you have to say about this, because I think that we all have something in common, that we love the Phillies, or we love baseball. And so I want to ask you this. What does being a Philly freak mean to you? Like, give me a serious answer. What does it mean to be a Philly freak? One-oh pitch, and that's in there for a strike. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And Sanchez comes up and delivers. And it's outside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That swung on and missed for strike 2. Two pitch, swing and a miss. And so Sanchez gets his second strikeout. So there's 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. What does being a Phillies fan mean to you? I said freak, but I meant to say Phillies fan. One ball, no strikes. There's the 1-0 pitch. And it's chopped foul. What does being a Phillies fan mean to you? Sanchez comes set at the letters and delivers a sinker at 95. Should have been called a strike. It's called a ball. What does being a Phillies fan mean to you? Two one, foul ball. What got you into the Phillies? What got you into baseball? Did you go to the park with your family? Did you go to the Hall of Fame? Did you meet somebody? 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and there's 2 away. And so Sanchez gets his 3rd strikeout of the day. Did you tailgate? Two outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Here comes Christopher Morel. He takes outside. One ball, no strikes. At the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Sanchez kicks and delivers and throws it down and in for ball 2. Davis says, I'm pretty young, so the 2022 Phillies late season and postseason run got me into Phillies baseball. 2-1 pitch. That's up high for ball 3. Three-one pitch, swing and a miss. Morel 9 walks, 41 strikeouts in 30 games. Was a former Cub. Takes the next pitch inside for ball 4. And so there's 2 outs and a runner on over at 3rd. We got 175 people watching, and nobody wants to answer. What does being a Phillies fan mean to you? Nothing? What's up, Ariel? How are you? What up, JJ? I got hooked on the Phillies by loving the sport of baseball and growing up in South Jersey. I like that answer. I love that a lot. 1 ball, no strikes. In the pitch, it's grounded over towards 3rd base. Played on a hop by Bohm. The throw over to first is in time for out number 3. And so we're going to the top of the 4th. You know, it really got me into baseball, and I don't really talk about it too much. I mean, there's a lot of things that sort of got me into the sport. But I think that what's really cool about it is the sounds. The sounds is what really got me into baseball. The crack of the bat. The listening of Howard's home runs, listening to the calls from Harry, going to the games and watching Aaron Rowan slam on into the wall and make a ridiculous catch. The pop of the mitt. Just the sounds really are what got me into it when I really think about it. Love listening to the metal when they're using metal bats. I don't think that there's a better sound effect in sports than listening to the crack of a bat. That's just me. And, sharing memories. I had an older brother who had really severe special needs who passed away in 2020. And we went to the Phillies game. We sat in the Hall of Fame club. And so that was sort of a bonding experience for me and the rest of my family. And it was always nice. You know, watching the Philly fanatic come up and hug my brother. Seeing somebody give us a foul ball hit from Pablo Sandoval. My brother getting a bat, going onto the field. Me going onto the field when I was a part of the Junior Phillies Club and pitching to Joe Blanton. Watching Vittorino get a grand slam off of CC Sabathia was all awesome. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit out to center field, and Kepler gets on with a leadoff single. And that's how we start off the top of the fourth. Being a Philly fan is almost like being a parent. Sometimes frustrating, sometimes exasperating, but always rewarding. And, you know, the more you watch, the more you sort of, I guess, think about them as loved ones, right? Because you have a relationship with them. At the end of the day, you're going to support them, but you ride or die with them, no matter what. The pitch, there's a foul ball. Going to the World Series was really awesome. Watching Chooch get that walk-off hit off of Jonathan Broxton in the NLCS. Brett Myers' 4-hit game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rhys Hoskins' bat spike. That was cool. 1-1. That's taken down low for ball 2. I used to play baseball in the field where I lived. This is Paula. Really large group of boys and girls. We always enjoyed picking teams. When it became time to play Little League, I became the first girl on majors. Wow. You became the first girl on majors what? 3 balls, 1 strike to JT. There's nobody out. There's a runner on over at first. That's Kepler. Here's the pitch. It's a foul ball. What's good? What's good, AK? How are you, man? What's up? It's 3 balls, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. And here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 4, and that's going to put 2 runners on base. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. We have a timeout called on the mound. Watching J-Roll play was awesome, too. Oh, yeah. How about Chase Utley's fake throw to first base and his throw to home plate? That was special. Got to see that in person. I think that was the game where... Oh, no, it wasn't. was Game 5. Loved J-Roll. Nothing much. Eating and listening to the game for a few hope all as well. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Harry's home run calls, especially Schmidt's 500th. When Howard hit his 49th, his 50th, his 51st, and 52nd, the 52nd one gave me a lot of chills. Here's the pitch. It's a foul ball. The ball is 1 strike. And the windup, the pitch. And that's going to get on by Jansen. And so Kepler will jog on over to third. And JT goes over to second. So there goes the double play. And there's runners on at second and third for Philadelphia with still nobody out. And I think that they're just going to call that a pass ball. They're playing like rats. They had minor and major divisions. Minors wore T-shirts and majors wore uniforms. Then you went to Babe Ruth, which girls couldn't play back then. They still have Babe Ruth leagues, yeah. That's cool. So you were in the major division. On ball, 1 strike to Alec Boehm. Can the Phillies get a couple more runs here? Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's a knuckle curve that's in there for strike 2. One-two pitch. That's smacked foul. Used to love it when you can actually bring binoculars to the game. My dad had a pair of binoculars, and he, wanted me to get as close of a view as I could to the pitchers and to the batters that were hitting, of course. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. It's hit over towards shortstop, and the throw to home is in time. So Kepler was going. That's going to go down as a 6-2 fielder's choice. JT heads over to third. And Boehm is at first. They played him the pole. I don't know why Kepler went there. I mean, he was a dead fish at the plate. Throw was in plenty of time. It's just a matter of could Jansen hold on to it. And he most certainly did. 6-2 fielder's choice. And Stott is up next. Two runners on at the corners. And it's Rojas who's up next. The pitch. And that's a foul ball. Rojas has a 297 average. He's actually one of the highest hitters in the Phillies lineup when it comes to having runners in scoring position. I don't know if you knew that. The ball is 1 strike. Boz with 75 pitches. 1 out. And Rojas will show bunt. And he bunts it back over towards the right side of the mound to throw to home plate. To get JT, he is safe. And so, Rojas gets on, drives in a run, and that's going to make it 2-0 Philadelphia. That was actually very well executed. It was bunted over towards the mound. And the pitcher tried to glove it to home plate, and not even a tag was applied. Runners on at first and second. So they call it a fielder's choice. And here comes Bryson Stott. Here's the pitch. It's outside and low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Larry, did you go to any playoff games? Here's the 1-0. That's on the outside corner for strike one. It's when I graduated high school, says Joe. One ball, one strike to Bryson Stott. And he'll ground this one into the hole out to left field. And so Bohm's going to be rounding third. He'll come on in to score, and the Phillies continue to play small ball. Rojas stops on over at third base, and all Stott had to do was find a hole. It's 3-0 Phils. Good swing. This is good hitting. Here comes Trey Turner to the plate. He homered his last time up. Let's see what he does here. First pitch to Trey. Ground ball into right field for a hit. Another run will score, and the Phillies pour it on. An RBI opposite field single by Trey Turner, and the party continues. Not even a big swing yet. The game plan's working. Stott stops at second. And now it's Bryce Harper coming up. Here comes Bryce. First pitch, swing and a miss. Knew he was going to get a changeup, and he swung at it anyways. All right. They're waking up, folks. Charge! 0-1 to Harper. The 0-1 is high for a ball. Bryce today 0 for 1. Did walk, though, back in the first. Keep it clean in the chat bunch. Don't curse, my friend. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive into left center field. That's going all the way towards the wall. Stott's going to score. And Turner's being waved home, I believe, too. The throw is not in time. Trey dives in there safely. It's 6-0 Philadelphia. Bryce Harper with a 2-run double, and he comes through as well. Hit after hit after hit. That's going to be it for Shane Baz. You apologize to Harper. Can't take that. Can't take that, man. Everybody hits, baby. Nice. Very, very nice. Oh, boy. 230 people on here watching. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I hope that you're all doing well. I'm really happy to see you all tonight. Means a lot. You know? Yeah, I'm happy to see you guys. Puts a big smile on my face. Let's go, says Screaming Jerry Lee. Let's go, baby. Nice. You get a hit. You get a hit. you get a hit. Oh, chat. Chat, why do you put a smile on my face? Why? Why do you guys make me smile? I don't know why. Oprah's pitching for the Rays. That explains it. Oprah. Okay, I get the punchline now. I get it. Cole Sulser is going to pitch. He has a 13.5 ERA in 2 innings. Has also allowed a homer. Here comes Kyle Schwarber in the pitch. There's a foul ball. Schwarber today 2 for 2. The on-base streak continues. Bond just spamming the rats emotes. It's the 0-1. That's up high for a ball at the Tampa Bay Rats. I can't. I really can't. One ball, one strike. The pitch to Kyle. There's a grounder. Played on the hop by the second baseman. And the throw, sidearm throw over to first, is in plenty of time. Harper does go on over to third. And still 6-0 Phils. We got 209 people on your watching, baby. Let's go. The pitch to Casty. It's low and outside for a ball. Shane Baz, by the way, not really... You know, he's no slouch. He really isn't. Like, he's a really good pitcher. The Phillies are doing this off of him. Here's the 1-0. And that's on the outside corner for strike one. Phillies have been on fire since dropping 5 in a row. They're playing better. They are. 2 balls, 1 strike. Casty is up. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's the 2-2 to Castellanos. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. It's going to be caught, though, by Caballero right in front of the wall over towards the Rays sign. So we are going to the bottom of the 4th. Is 6-0 Phils. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. All right, we're back. Cristopher Sanchez pitching here in this bottom of the fourth. There's a 95-mile-per-hour fastball taken right down Broad Street for strike one. This is Danny Jansen who's up to bat. 0-1 pitch. It's popped up over towards shallow center field. Stott backs up over towards his right, leans over towards the right side, and makes the catch right in between Rojas and Turner for out number 1. Jansen, by the way, 0 for his last 7. Sanchez today, 3 1/3, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit, no runs. There's a 95-mile-per-hour sinker that catches the inner third of the zone for strike 1. That's to Curtis Mead. Still looking for his first homer of the season. The pitch. It's taken for a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Sanchez comes set and delivers. That's a foul ball. That was the slow motion play call. Yeah, trying to describe it a little bit more. Here's the next pitch. Another swing and a miss from Cristopher Sanchez. There's 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. Yesterday, someone was having a heck of a time trying to find the button. Push the damn button. It's just a thumbs up button. No, I'm kidding. That does happen sometimes, like where it just doesn't appear on your screen. Pitch. It's down low and away for a ball. Imagine if I was just like, it's not rocket science. It's just there. Be nice to the rats. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Rats are nice. Rats are good. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. That's taken on the inside corner at the knees for strike 2. You ever see Ratatouille? I love rats. It's actually I think that's an underrated movie. Ratatouille. 1-2 pitch. There's a 1 hopper hit over to shortstop, backhanded by Turner. The throw over to first in time. And so Cristopher Sanchez has retired 9 of the last 10 batters that he has faced. And we're going to the top of the 5th. 6-0 Phils. Continue to like and subscribe, baby. Let's keep going. One man's rocket science is another man's just push the stupid button, duh. I have a funny story for y'all. You want to hear this? All right. Story time with JJ. All right, one time when I was in middle school, I went water tubing with a friend. Okay? I don't know if you guys have ever been snow tubing or water tubing. It's fun. It is fun. But what wasn't fun, and what's not fun, is when you try to get into a big one, and you're in water, and you just slip off of it. So there was somebody that was trying to help me get onto this water tube, right? And he yells at me, and he says, "Dude, get your ass in the hole." And I'm like, dude, I'm trying. I'm just slipping. I'm just falling. Like, come on. Like, give me a chance. Like, just hold it. He yelled again, and he was like, dude, get your ass in the hole. And finally, after about, 7 minutes or so, finally got on. That was quite an experience. He was like, don't fall off ever again. I said, I won't. But yeah. If you're not laughing, you ain't living, as one of my friends would say on here. We got JJ swearing on stream before GTA. I mean, ass isn't really a bad word to say. No ball is one strike. Here's the pitch. It's inside and low for a ball. To Max Kepler. It's funny. One ball, one strike. The pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 2. Kepler today 1 for 2 with a single in the 4th. Here's the 2-1. That's in there for a strike. Patricia says, oh wow, that's really funny. Didn't have a lot of patience with me. 2-2 pitch. There's a fly ball. It's out over towards deep center field. Straight away, Simpson is there. Makes the grab. It's okay, you don't have to clip that. I mean, you can save it for yourself. But, yeah. That is a classic JJ story. I hope there's footage, says Jerry Lee. There is not. There is not footage of that. The pitch is taken outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Talk about a wingman. There's the 1-1. Swing and a miss from JT. It was a changeup at 83 miles per hour. One-two pitch to JT was high, and it's going to be hit out over towards right field. On the run, though, is Caballero, and he makes the catch. There's out number 2. I'm waiting for Joe to ask, did you punch him? I was waiting for that. It's an inside joke. If you weren't there, you wouldn't understand. Two outs, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Alec Bohm. That's inside for a ball. Imagine not being able to get your bum in the hole. Couldn't be me. Dude, it was such a big water tube. And it had a lot of water on it. And so I just kept slipping. Why did they give me a big tube? It should have been a smaller one. One ball, one strike to Alec Bohm. Phillies lead at 6-0. They put up 5 runs in the 4th. They also got a run in the 3rd on a solo homer by Trey Turner. One ball, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Bohm is in the box. Solster's pitching. On in relief for Shane Baz. The 1-2 is up high and away. We're at the Dream Bar again, JJ. I'm happy you got that. 2-2 pitch, and it's in there for a called strike 3. And Bohm does not agree with the call. And he'll have to head back to the dugout, put away the helmet and the bat, and get his cap and glove, and take the field as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Just sit at the center, JJ. It's not rocket science. I must admit, I learned a lot that day. I did. I learned a lot that day. I learned that not everybody has patience. But I also learned that there are methodical ways to do things. And I just kept trying and trying. I mean, I give myself credit for at least, sticking to my gun, but I wasn't really trying to, problem solve, I wasn't. Could I have done a better job on my end? Absolutely. 1,000%. I got to put that on myself. But also, it's nice. It's always nicer when you have people who have patience. Maybe y'all got a kick out of that, though. I did take an L that day, for sure. Give him the big one. Oh, man. I need some water. Massive skill issue. I mean, hey. Again, it was a valuable lesson. Oh, the other part I forgot to say, too, is that, to be fair, I didn't say this either, but I was also in the deep end. I was in a very deep part of the water. So it's, really hard to stand. That's probably, the most important thing I missed out on, was that I wasn't even able to stand, and yet I was slipping. 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. That was the other thing I forgot to say, too. One ball, one strike. There's the 1-1. That's taken low and inside for ball 2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Wipeouts. Yeah, there we go. Trying not to curse here is difficult. Still massive skill issue. 2-1. That's taken low and inside for ball 3. I'm just happy I can laugh at myself. It's great. I get a kick out of it. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. And so there's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 5th. Now I should do an episode if I ever get cameramen. I should do an interview with a Phillies player just water tubing. That'd be really wild. Imagine going water tubing with Kyle Schwarber, or I don't know. I feel like Bohm has to like being in the pool. I don't know. Could you see Bohm as a swimmer? 1 ball, no strikes. In the pitch. And it's taken low and inside for ball 2. Didn't JT swim? I think JT was a swimmer. I could be wrong. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Boom. We'll throw it over to second, and I'll just get the force out there. That's it. We'll just say that I never had that problem. I mean, I need to be standing to get on the inner tube. For sure, Jason, there are definite ways to get into the Interview Bohm. Just put your bat on the ball. What out? And the pitch. It's like telling Ben Simmons, just shoot the ball. Telling Ben Simmons, who can't even do the most fundamental thing, just shoot the damn ball. I could imagine that guy just saying that. Put the ball in the net. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop Trey Turner, and the throw over to second is in time for out number 2. Serena! What's up, Serena? How are you? Water tubing with Marsh. She looks like the same before and after. That'd be funny. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Tubing for Dummies. Do they still make the Dummies books or no? Serena, I'm so happy to see you. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, throws it over to second. And they get the force out there for out number 3, and we're going to the top of the 6th. It's 6-0 Phils. Just like a golfer having an issue getting their ball in the hole. Just get the ball into the Ugh. What did I start? I started the fire. But hey, I got you guys talking. That's what I wanted. So, thought that would open things up. I'm trying to like figure out. See, this is like even when I was asking tougher questions in the beginning, I realized that I hit my stride. I hit my stride in like the 5th inning. You know, the 1st inning, the 2nd inning, it can be a little bit slow. And then it's like, we get to like the 4th, the 5th inning. I'm like, all right, this is when you hit the nail on the head. You know? Joe says, I can't watch NBA with my mom. She's just yelling basketball. Put the ball in the basket. Yes, they make them still, but they're called whatever for slow learners. That's funny. That is hilarious. I will watch that one, water tubing with the Phillies. That'd be really wild. That'd be great content. That would be. Water tubing. Who do you think would win? You know, I've always wondered this. Okay. They have the home run derby, right? But I also feel like that they should have races with the fastest guys. From home plate. You know, the first, like, you know, they got to run the bases. I don't know. Did you guys ever feel like that they should have had that? Like a run the bases type of a thing, like where they get 6 of the fastest guys in the league just to run around the bases and see who beats one another? Or do you think it should be more like distance from home plate to center field and then center field back to home? And then, you know, just time everybody. I don't know. I've always thought that there should just be more than like the home run derby. Even though I like the home run derby. The ball is 1 strike. Here's the pitch. It's way outside and way down low. Falco, you're insane. Fastest home run sprint, yeah. A ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Rojas, another foul ball. Not a play, it goes. I remember seeing that years ago, fastest around the bases. I don't know. I feel like that would be like really interesting. Home run derby on a wiffle ball field. I remember when Ryan Howard hit a home run when he was playing in the celebrity game. I was so happy. I was so happy for the guy. The pitch. There's a base hit by Rojas out over to center field. So he gets on with a leadoff single. Start off the top of the 6th inning. Where's Statler at? Where's Statler? Has anybody seen Statler? Did he come by? I feel like if he came by, he would have made his presence well known. Pitch is outside for a ball. Rub the bases should definitely be something baseball players have to practice. Rub the bases. The pitch is in there for a strike. Autocorrect. We love it. Rojas dives on in the second base. They have to polish up. They gotta become grounds crew members, and they just gotta polish up the bases. Whoever's the fastest wins. It's like minute to win it. So Rojas swipes second, and he's in scoring position. That's the 5th stolen base of the season for Johan. Here's the 1-1 to start. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Rojas is rounding third. He'll test the arm. The throw is not in time. And it's 7-0 Phils as Stott comes through with an RBI opposite field single. Another run. And the Phillies able to do some damage. Here comes the pitch. It's inside to Trey Turner. Can't imagine the players with sponges and water just rubbing the bases together. And make a sandcastle out of the dirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That'd be like a Mr. Beast thing. I don't know. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch to Trey. He grounds this one over towards third base. The throw to second. There's one. The throw back to first, and Turner beats it out. I'll trade you Rojas, Strom, and Gavin Sheets for Wheeler. Play-by-play with JJ. Incorrect. That ain't gonna happen. It's like night and day loving this team. I have a little smirk. I need more, though. A runner on over at first, and there's 1 out in the top of the 6th. Harper is up at the plate. The pitch to Bryce, swing and a miss. Got a 91-mile-per-hour slider. Where are the Negadolphians at, though? Where are the Negadolphians at? Has anybody seen that? Has anyone seen them? I haven't seen Brian Pumper over the last couple of weeks. Where's he been? 0-1. That's wide for a ball. We have the realistic Dolphians here. There's the 1-1 to Bryce, and it's a slider that's inside. By the way, the guy that's pitching, his name is Rodriguez. Manuel Rodriguez. 2-1 to Bryce Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's caught, though, right in front of the track by Morel for out number 2. Stott is thriving in the leadoff spot. Stott cooled off during his last 11 at-bats. Was 0 for his last, 0 for his last 10? And I'm happy that he came through there. Damn. 2 RBI singles for Stott today. Probably rubbing a base somewhere. That's funny. Here's the pitch to Schwarber, and he takes it up high for a ball. can't believe that there's actually a world where we hit with runners in scoring position. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Top of the lineup today is 7 for 14. 7 for 14. I'll take that. Those are the top 4 hitters. The pitch, swing and a miss. Halftime says the Phillies will sweep the Rays. That sounds like a hot take. I'm just kidding. What's up, Halftime? How are you doing, man? Welcome on in, brother. You streaming tonight? It's the 1-2 to Schwarber. He grounds it sharply over to first. And that is going to do it. Going to the bottom of the 6th. 7-0 Philadelphia. So the Phillies do get another run on an RBI opposite field single by Bryson Stott. I would love to see more long balls, though. Well, I'm happy that they're playing small ball. I mean, that's exactly why they're winning today. They're playing small ball. They're playing small ball, and they're coming through. I mean, Rojas listened to Larry and bunted with runners at first and third. And Rojas also stole a base. And we had a couple of nice hits into the left field hole and the right field hole. I can't even say it with a straight face now. I can't. But anyhow, yeah. Sit his axe down. Put down the axe. That's funny. It's funny. Put down the axe. I like the axe better. You haven't seen The Last of Us Negadolphians, you meddling kids. You meddling kids. It's alright. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. What a night. What a day. I've had a very bizarre day. Had a good day. Overall. Come on, Rays, let's hit 8 homers, says Bonge. Yeah, that's like it's like telling the Sixers, come on, we're down by 6 threes with 50 seconds left. The pitch. There's a foul ball. What a bad day, says Bonge. Well, you mean night. Well, maybe it was a day for you, too, because maybe you were still dwelling over the loss last night. It still isn't over, by the way. Sanchez facing Morel. We're in the bottom of the 6th. It's 7-0 Philadelphia. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. Folks, go subscribe to Philly Halftime, too, if you have not done so already. Please go do that. The 0-2 from Sanchez. That's low and outside for a ball. Whole bunch of rats. It's all a matter of perspective. It is. For sure. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. That changeup was dancing just on the outside part of the plate. Oof. Ring 'em up. Beautiful. What's that now? 5 strikeouts? JJ, let me guess. You had a nightmare of me singing last night. Absolutely not. That was awesome. That was fun. That was fun. This is Caminero who's up at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside for ball 2. I'll be honest. Here's the 75th pitch, and that's outside an eye. You know, every time I come on here, and I don't mean to sound cliche or anything like that, but every time I come on here, sometimes I'm like, oh, this is going to be, you know, like one of those nights. And then I'm always really happy, you know, to just be on here because you guys bring so much joy to me. You know? It's 3 balls, 1 strike to Caminero. And the next pitch is fouled away. You really do. Like, you guys bring so much joy. And sometimes, like, tonight I didn't think I was going to have enough. You know, more quiet tonight. Not as talkative. But you guys put a big smile on my face. You find ways, man. Just like the Phillies are finding ways to win now, you guys are finding ways to get us dubs. And I mean that. 3-2 pitch. There's a chopper. Hit over towards the right side. Stop, plays it on a hop. Throws it over to first. And there's 2 gone. What's the score? The Orioles are down 3-2 against Minnesota. This is Danny Jansen who's coming up. The pitch. And that's inside. It's all love, JJ. You guys put a big smile on my face. I love you guys too. I do. 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike. The Yankees are getting shut out 1-0 against the Padres in the top of the 7th. And the Braves are down 4-1. 2 balls, 1 strike to Danny Jansen. Two 1 pitch. It's in there for strike 2. Chat, you're something. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's chopped foul. Orioles are losing. Yankees are losing. Red Sox didn't play today. And the Blue Jays are off. I believe, right? Oh, wait, no. I lied. Red Sox are tied 3-3. Today's Wednesday. Sorry. And the Blue Jays play at 9:30. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. What's the best way to make a donation? If you want to hit the super chat button, you're more than welcome to. There's like a $sign donation. You certainly don't have to. But I do appreciate it. There is a $sign. In the live chat. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit back over towards the mound. Sanchez has it, flips it over to first, and it's in time. For out number 3, and we're going to the top of the 7th. Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, and JT Realmuto are due up in the batting order. Only team I hate more than the Knicks or the Celtics. Yeah, who are you rooting for, folks? It's pretty disgusting that we have to root for one team with the Celtics or the Knicks. Like, that's pretty bad. I actually, not gonna lie, and I think that this goes against what what some people are saying. I honestly, as much as I don't like the Celtics, I'm rooting against the Knicks because I just can't stand them. I really can't. I know that the Celtics are the biggest rival in historically speaking, but just from what I've heard about just from what I've heard from the fans celebrating Jalen Brunson and just what they did to us last year, that doesn't sit well in my mouth. Doesn't sit well in my stomach. Just doesn't. So, But I also, to be fair, I mean, we were up 3-2 against the Celtics 2 years ago. That doesn't sit well with me either. Thanks, God, it says Patricia. I tried to donate $1 million, but I couldn't find the dollar. It's in the hole, Larry. It's in the hole. It's going to be a long night. Is that Chris Wheeler? I think that's Chris Wheeler. Chris Wheeler's at the game. It looks great. Shout out to Chris Wheeler. I think that's him. Here's Nick Castellanos, the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit out over to left field. Casty gets on, and there's a single. LeBron flop master James is done. I don't like it when you shoot a basketball and you rim it. I don't like it when people don't shoot a basketball. We had one of those guys on our team. And we had to defend him for so long. That bugs me. There's a runner on over at first. And the pitch is inside and low for a ball. New York before Boston because of the Patriots. Makes sense. Edwin Uceda is pitching. Remember when we faced him last year and we batted around him? I think we batted around him. He blew a save against us. And he walked like 5 batters in a row. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. I think that was one of the games where we were trying to cut down the magic number for us to win the division. 1-1, swing and a miss. I'm hurting right now. One ball, 2 strikes. We got a $5 super chat from Patricia. You do a great job, JJ. She says, thank you. I appreciate you so much. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Max Kepler is down on strikes. Oh, wait, why did I do that? Taijuan Walker's warming up. Taijuan Walker's going to pitch? Why? Why? Oh, I guess, okay. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. It's 7-0. I don't know. Thank you so much again, Patricia. I appreciate you, too. Aww. I do. That was actually probably pretty loud. Sorry about that. I couldn't attend the Met Gala. I suffered a hangnail. 1 ball, no strikes. I'm afraid to do an exercise with you guys. The pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Casey says, don't jinx it. We're doing it. 2-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. I'm a Philadelphia diehard, but I live in New York City. I have to go Knicks. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, I'm kidding. Boo! No, I'm kidding. I understand. I get it. I get it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to JT. It grounds this one foul. And I think JT took a little piece off his foot. Good news, Bonge. Taijuan is coming in. You have hope. Nuts and bolts, we got screwed. You ever see that? Please tell me that you guys have seen that. Nuts and bolts, we got screwed. Uh-oh. All right, this is not funny. JT is in pain. That's not good. JT is squatting. He's holding both knees. And the trainer's out there. That's, he He fouled it off of his foot, I think. So he's trying to put some pressure on it, the trainer. JT's shaking his head. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't tell me we're going to have the same thing that happened last night. Ouch. And so JT is going to continue the at-bat. He will. Okay. Good. Marshawn, put your gear on. Says one person in our chat. That's a damn crowd chant as a kid. What nuts and bolts we got screwed. That was, if you haven't seen the video, you should. It's like one of the best. I think it's a pretty good announcer call there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. JT will continue the at-bat. Takes the next pitch in the dirt for ball 3. We got a $50 super chat from Tony. JJ, did the Phillies suddenly learn how to play small ball, or is Tampa just bad? Tony, thanks so much for the 50, my man. And again, shout out to Patricia for the 5. You're both my MVPs. Thank you guys so much, man. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tony is the man. Here's the 3-2 to JT, and that is fouled out of play. Got 195 people tuning on in. It's a little of both. Yeah, I'm still not hitting the buzzer yet. Tampa suddenly forgot how to pitch, apparently, says Larry. They couldn't get the ball in the hole. 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Why? Why tonight? Tonight I have the giggles. It's not good. Can't be breaking character. Payoff pitch. There's a foul ball. Little of column A, little of column B. You know what I was laughing at the other day? I was watching WIP with the top 5 at 5. I don't know if you guys watched that. Here's the 3-2 pitch, though, and there's a swing and a miss, and JT strikes out. But they were doing like top 5 crazy moments from the midday show with who is it? Oh man, who is it? Why am I blanking out? 2 outs in the pitch. That's taken low and outside. Oh man, that's like now it's now the morning show. It's not Hugh Douglas and Joe DeCamera. Who's on the morning show now? Why am I blanking out? 1-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Who does that? Oh man, WIP morning show. John Ritchie, yeah. If you go look up John Ritchie's video of him crying when Jason Kelce retired, it is like the funniest thing watching Ike, Reese, and Spike all react to that. It's just so funny. It's like he didn't die, right? He retired. He was a healthy guy. Like, why are you crying? 1-1 pitch. And that's taken on the inside corner for strike 2. Like, the guy's still alive. He still comes on into WIP, like, and he was just crying so hard. on on the radio. And just watching Ike and Fritz react to that, it was so funny. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. And the Phillies lead at 7-0. It's stretch time out in Florida. Oh, Hunter Green just got hurt. He was pitching really well. He was pitching really well. It's 4-3. TJ Friedel was 2 homers today for Cincinnati. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please go support my man Philly Halftime. Hopefully he'll be back on tomorrow. Love my guy. Mad love and mad respect to my man. 8 runs incoming. JJ, what about Ranger? What about Ranger? What about Ranger? You mean the Texas Rangers? Ranger needs to come out of the bullpen. It shouldn't be Taiwan. I've said it a couple of times. Why? You're basically doing what you did to Spencer Turnbull last year. You did. You screwed up with that. And I thought, just based off of reputation, you put Taiwan Walker back in there. I learned my lesson from last year, and I was wrong. So why would you make the same mistake again? Why? Why would you make the same mistake again? If Taiwan Walker is actually pitching really well, does it make sense to put him in the bullpen? No, because basically you're getting rid of. You're basically telling him, well, you were doing so great in the rotation. Now we're going to put you in the bullpen. That's demoralizing. That can't happen. It can't happen. Fires me up. And it gets me mad. But you guys don't make me mad. We're in the bottom of the 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike. Rafael Marchand does come on into the game. They took JT out. Hopefully he's okay, and that's just precautionary reasons. JT did injure himself when he was in the batter's box. Fouled a pitch off of himself. Mar says, I agree with you. I can't believe I'm in this world, too, because I wanted Taiwan off my team, even during spring training. And he just shut me up. Here's the pitch from Walker. Strike 3 called. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. That was actually a good pitch. 8 Phillies have a hit, 5 have a homer, 4 RBI. JT didn't get the memo, 0 for 3. Says Larry. Here's the pitch. Swing on a foul ball. It's turning green. Watch out, viewers. Watch out. JJ's getting heated. I'm with you 100%. Taiwan deserves to be rewarded for his play. And see, we made the same mistake with Spencer Turnbull last year. So my manager doesn't understand how to do that. I mean, does that really surprise anybody? No. Not really. Rob is not a good manager. Yeah, I've been wrong about him too. Was wrong about him a couple of years ago. I thought he was pressing the right buttons when we got to the World Series. He's a player's coach, And if his players are doing well, then they bail him out. It's like Doc Rivers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here's the next pitch. There's a foul ball. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but, again, I make this analogy all the time. Doc Rivers waited how long to put Joel Embiid back into the game in the 4th quarter? We could be up by 17 points in the 4th quarter, and yet Joel doesn't come back in until there's 3 minutes to go, and we're down by 2. Now he needs you, Joel. And we were saying, during the 7-minute marker, the 8-minute marker, put Joel back in. And this guy does the same thing with the bullpen. You know, what's his name gives up not only one homer, but 2 homers 2 weeks ago. And we said after he gave up the first homer, put somebody else up in the bullpen. And now, just to get the final out with the bases loaded, now we're going to go to Alvarado. Now we're going to do that. It's a panic move. It's desperation. And both of them are just so similar in that regard. Seriously, look at Doc Rivers and look at Rob Thompson. They are pretty identical. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Put your head through a sheetrock, JJ, or I will for you. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Caballero is up to the plate. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Walker kicks and fires, and the pitch was on the inside corner, but it's called a ball. Really? It's terrible. Time granted to Caballero. But do you feel me on that? Do you think that Rob Thompson is like Doc Rivers? Do you agree with that? Doc never had good play calls and never really rallied around the team. I think that Rob does, but he doesn't do it enough. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Another foul ball. I just thought of a great piece of content. Jose Bautista teaching me how to do a bat flip. Three-two pitch. Another strike 3 called by Walker. And we're going to the top of the 8th inning. It's 7-0 Phils. I'm surprised that he took that fastball right down the middle. Thompson just does not know how to use his pitchers correctly. And Doc didn't know how to use his players correctly. And also, when it came, I mean, like, my gosh, let's look at Paul Reed. We're not going to go on a Paul Reed victory tour. Who was the better backup center in the playoffs 2 years ago? Paul Reed. Ben Simmons is 0 for, like, is what, 2 for 11 from the free throw line? You guys were up by 25 points in Game 5. So you want to stick a star player out of the game? Yes, Doc! If they're going to foul him, take him out. Jeez. I'm like watching the same thing with... I literally, sometimes I feel like I'm watching the same narrative, and it's just with a different team. But it's like these teams just are so related to one another. And sometimes it's just not even funny. It really is. Rob's like, no, I'm not going to take Taiwan out, or I'm not going to take, in the playoffs last year, I'm going to put Jeff Hoffman in with the bases loaded. That's such a panic move. Not even going to warm him up, and you just put him in with bases loaded and nobody out. I mean, Lindor hits the home run. That's just such a bad move. Ty just showed again why he's a must start. He doesn't belong in the bullpen. I agree with you. I'm 1,000% with you. We're going to the top of the 8th. Rays only have 1 hit today. Phillies have 1 hit the Rays. I absolutely love when JJ does the I'm a doofus. I'm such a doofus voice. Would you ask Pop that question? I don't think so. He's just so selfish. At least Rob's not like that. God, I don't miss Doc Rivers. Even though I didn't like Nick Nurse this year. The ball is 1 strike. At least Nick wasn't like that. Always thought that he was bigger than the game. 0-1 pitch. Foul ball. Oh, 2. Outside. My favorite quote of the year from the Phillies is from Trey Turner. I need to drop that. We just have to get more lucky. Who does Walker replace in the rotation? Ranger. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. Clevenger's pitching. 7-0 Phils. Rojas in the box. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Clevenger's pitching. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Johan is down on strikes. He's had a pretty good day today, though, overall. Hunter Green just went 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. And again, he was taken out of the game because he got hurt against the Atlanta Braves. I don't like that. Padres and the Yankees are tied 1-1. They're in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch to start. Swing and a miss at 97 miles per hour. Yeah, Doc Rivers, John Tortorella. They are like the same people, too. I swear, like, we have the same issues with every single team. But there's always some type of similarity. There's always some type of curse. Like, why? What the heck happened in a past life to Philadelphia sports? Like, why do we have the worst things happen to us? 1-1, and there's a foul ball. The Sixers specifically have just had the worst luck. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And Stott does not agree. Torts equals more intense NHL Doc Rivers. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Well, why shouldn't I bench Michkov? I mean, have you watched him play? That's an absolutely stupid question. After he scores 2 goals in the game. Why should I bench him? You're right. Why should you bench him? Like, you answered that yourself. Why should I bench him? He gets 2 goals. And you just sit him, man. I'm telling you, the city is, something's wrong. 1 ball, 1 strike. Last year I'm watching a Dembona trying to catch a rebound and it bounces off of his head. Like what's going on? What's going on? The pitch, it's popped up. It's hit out over towards the first base side. And it's caught for out number 3, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. I'm watching Trey Turner forget to tag second base. Like what's going on? Like, I feel like that this stuff just doesn't happen to other teams. Trey Turner forgets to tag second base. Ben Simmons can't shoot a ball. You know. I'm trying to think of, like, other things. That's his brand. I don't know. Why would I play him? My favorite Sixers quote this year from Nick Nurse. You ready for this? We thought that against the Boston Celtics they were losing because they played man-to-man So he was like, yeah, well, we're playing man-to-man, so why would I go to a zone when we're losing the game? Like, come on, dude. They're playing pretty good on man-to-man. I just can't figure out, why would I go to a zone if they're playing really good man-on-man? It's funny. It's sad. It's sad that it's just that funny. That's why you play man-to-man. Or, sorry, that's why you play zone. Like, that's why you play zone. That's why you play a zone defense. If they're figuring it out man-to-man, that's why you play a zone. The pitch. It's inside and high for a ball. Because of the Super Bowls, JJ, the sports gods have gave us 2 Super Bowls. The Eagles, we had to sacrifice the Sixers, the Flyers, and somewhat the Phillies. Even the Eagles for a long time, though, were so cursed, too. Two balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Taylor Walls is pitching, or is up to bat, and Walker's pitching still. 2-1, and that's fouled away. I get it. You're trying to save your bullpen, so you're going to Walker here. I understand that. 2-2 pitch. That misses inside for ball 3. But, I don't know, like, in these types of situations, I don't know if it's just me, but I want, like, Hernandez pitching. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's the 4th strikeout by Walker. What? Oh, my gosh. He has been a strikeout machine today. Where did this come from? Are the Rays just that bad, or is... What is going on? Pitch. There's a line drive hit out over to left field. Is it a fair ball? It's not. It's a foul ball. The Norman Batman era was horrible for the Eagles. Dude, what is going on? Taijuan Walker has struck out all 4 batters he has faced. What's going on? They're putting Pete Fairbanks, their closer, to pitch the 9th inning. Why? Oh, 1. Another foul ball. Please get another strikeout here. This would be awesome. This is kind of cool. Walker's been good lately. Yeah, but to strike out all 4 batters? Can he get his 5th one here? Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 strikeouts in a row by Walker. Holy moly. What is going on? Only 1 hit tonight for Tampa. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive base hit out over to right field. And finally, that breaks the streak. Man. Has Walker ever struck out 5 batters in a row in a Phillies uniform? I don't think that's happened. It's such a Philly thing, too. Comes out of the bullpen and he strikes out the first 5 batters he faces. He's like Max Scherzer out there. The pitch. There's a foul ball. And he's having a good year, but I don't think he struck out 5 batters in a row over the last 3 years. 0-1, that's outside. No chance. Taijuan had something good for lunch. Dude, Alvarado's coffee and Taijuan Walker, I don't know what he What does he eat? I don't know. He actually looks pretty big on the mound for some reason tonight. Maybe it's because... You know why? It's because of the size of the mound. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's another foul ball. It's 1-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. And the 1-2 pitch. Another strikeout by Walker. Taijuan Walker gets all 6 of his outs with a strikeout. Let's go! Oh, that's insane. Knicks defeated the Celtics 91-90. Dude, what is going on here? What is going on? What the heck is going on? Taijuan Lidge. What is going on? He better pitch the bottom of the 9th. Is this real life? Let him finish absolutely let him finish the game. Rob's gonna be like, nah, we're gonna go to Tanner Banks. We're gonna go to Tanner Banks. What is going on? The Celtics lose. Taijuan Walker strikes out 6 of the 7 batters he faces. When was the last... I really want to know. When was the last time Has Taijuan Walker ever had 6 strikeouts in a row? Or 5 strikeouts in a row? Jeez. Is he like Eric Gagne? Boston lost to the Knicks. What's up, Butterfly? Walker throwing cheese, rats can't resist. What kind of a world are we living in? I don't get this. This is not real. Here comes Wes Wilson to the plate. We're in the top of the 9th. He had a couple of whiffs on the splitter, too. The pitch is in there for a strike. JJ, we're in the Twilight Zone. This is Black Mirror 2.0, folks. Butterfly! 0-1 pitch to Wes. Ground ball, sliding stop at the third baseman. The throw over to first is going to go over the head of the first baseman. It hits the backstop. And so, that's going to be an E5 on Caminero. Wow. That was a nice sliding stop, but the throw was high. That was like when Trey Turner would make a couple of throws like that. It's nice being in cruise control for a while. It is. And then you have somebody that just comes on into your lane and you have to brake, and it's like, dude, what the freak? Why? Why'd you have to come on into my lane? I was in cruise control, and now I gotta slow down for you. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. The pitch is down for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. Pete Fairbanks is pitching. Fairbanks is a 2.03 ERA. He has 8 saves on the season. I'll tell you what, if I'm the Phillies, I would trade for him. I would. I would do whatever it takes to call Tampa and get Pete Fairbanks in the pinstripes. What did the Rays have to win this year? Nothing. He's 31. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, it's true. pitch to Schwarber. There's a ground ball sliding, stopped by the second baseman. He bobbles it for a second, throws it over to first, and Miad makes the catch. The throw almost pulled him off the line. They almost collided too with Schwarber. And that was a bad play by Lowe. Going into the game tomorrow, who is scheduled to throw? That is a great question. Who is scheduled to throw tomorrow? Tomorrow is Jesus Luzardo Day versus Ryan Pepio. Wow. That was almost a bad collision, too. 1 out, top of the 9th. And Castellanos, who's just 1 for 4 today, comes up and takes ball 1 in the dirt. I would find a way to get Pete Fairbanks in the pinstripes. Let's go. It's going to be a good one. Yes, sir, Colin. It's the 1-0. It's down again for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And here's the pitch. It's at 98 miles per hour. And it's in there for a strike. JJ's the exact definition of the devil's advocate. The Devil Rays advocate. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. The pitch that's popped up. It's hit out over towards shallow right field. And Caballero's there. Makes the grab. There's out number 2. That was not even planned. That was gold. That was gold. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Stop beating a dead horse, JJ. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. It reached 98 miles per hour. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. There's the 0-1 to Kepler. That's inside and low for ball 1. I'm not going to take calls tonight. Tomorrow, I will take calls. Tomorrow, I'll do a full post-game show. I will give you my thoughts after the game, but I'd rather just save it for tomorrow. I really would. 1-1, and it's a wild pitch. It bounces away from the catcher, and heading over to third is Wes Wilson. Butterfly says Tatum blew it. Yep. Philly halftime says great game. Yeah. I'll give you my thoughts. I'm not going to stay on too long, though, for a post-game show. Usually I do. Tonight I'm going to be kind of nice. Just save it all for tomorrow. 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards the right side. Second baseman Naze throws it over to first. It's in time, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th. All right. Last chance for the Rays. Caminero, Jansen, and Miad are all coming up. Phillies have 12 hits. The Rays have 2. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit those bell icons, folks. You guys are awesome. Did anyone see Popovich, Spurs coach? Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did. I always thought that Pop was misunderstood when he talked to the media, you know? But wish him I wish him really good health, man. That's he had a great career coaching wise, but obviously wish him the best of health. And you understand why he had to retire. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the ninth. Knicks are the first team in NBA history to overcome a 20-point deficit in consecutive playoff games to win. That's wild. Halftime, I'm still feeling confident with my team. I'm still sticking with them. I'm sticking with my guns. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. Again, I'd say that I would eat crow. I'm a man of my word. All right, here we come. Post-game show. I'm saving it for tomorrow. We'll save it for tomorrow. We're doing it. Here's Walker. Walker is pitching. Come on. Another strikeout. Let's do it. First pitch is high for a ball. Taijuan Walker Bueller. Marsh is out there. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken up high for ball two. Marsh is playing out and left. Come on, Walker. Find the zone. Caminero's in the box. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Foul ball. Bonds, can you stop by when we're playing other teams too? You're our lucky token. Well, he is a Phillies fan too, but number one for him is Tampa. Let's go. The 2-1 pitch. It's outside and low for ball three. Three one, swing and a miss. Got a sinker on the upper part of the zone. Come on, I better see those chairs coming if he gets the strikeout here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball over to Sosa. That is, excuse me. The throw over to first is in time. Sosa, did you not get the memo? He has to only get the outs via strikeout. There's one away in the bottom of the ninth. They call that the defensive play of the game. What's going on? I mean, it hit off the top of the hill. I get it. But I guess that's it, right? The pitch. Line drive caught by Sosa for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. I'm a Rays fan too, but you don't hear me crying. But the difference is, though, Joe, is that your Phillies are number 1. And that Tampa's number 2. That's the difference. For Bonge, it is, it's vice versa. The pitch. It's a foul ball. The ball is 1 strike. 0-1 pitch. It's down in the way for a ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. The count is 1-2. Oh, sorry, got you. Yes, that's okay, though. The 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. I respect Popovich, too. He's a very good coach. Was a very good coach. The 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled off again. Walker has 42 pitches. Come on, Taiwan. Get out of this. The 1-2. Another, that wasn't a foul ball. It was taken outside. Walker chooses gum. 2-2 offering high for ball 3. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock, and the payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss! The Phillies win 7-0. Taiwan Walker with 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. And the Phillies take the series against Tampa Bay. Ring the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win. That's the first career save for Taiwan Walker. Okay. All right. I'm not getting too high. This was a very nice win, though, by the Phillies. Okay, I can't deny it. That was their first shutout of the season. Okay. I know it's the Rays. But you know what? It's a win. And the Phillies they played their best all-around baseball game tonight. I said that a couple of nights ago. Tonight was their best all-around game. They played small ball, they hit the long ball, and they also just flat out destroyed the Rays today. They blew them away. They blew them away. Okay? Get that sweep tomorrow. Get those brooms out tomorrow, get the sweep, and let's go to Progressive Field and take the series there. They're playing better. They're playing better baseball. There's no doubt about it. And the scary part is that Bryce is not even playing that well. And Bryce did have a 2-run double today. That was nice. But, yeah, they're playing better. I'm still not satisfied. I need them to continue to be consistent. I need more. I need this to continue. And I'm happy. I am. I have a little smirk on my face. This was nice. I've thought today, you know what my favorite stat is, folks. My favorite stat is runners in scoring position. And that includes the eyeball test. How did the Phillies do with runners at second and third? And today, the team was 4 for 10. And that doesn't even tell the full truth, because when they were in that 4th inning, that's really when it mattered. They were driving in runs left and right on base. And that was the inning for them to pull this thing away, and they did. They did. They pulled it away. Stott had a great day. Turner had a good day. And I can actually start to say that Trey Turner is on fire at the plate. He is. I can't sugarcoat it anymore. He's not just getting lucky singles. He's actually hitting home runs. He's hitting doubles now. He is now turning into what we need him to be. He needs to keep it up, though. He does. He has to keep it up. Schwarber today, again, a nice day. Bryce, 1 for 3 with the 2-run double, and also got on with a walk. He's starting to hit a little bit better. A little bit. I still need more, but he's playing a little bit better. Rojas had a good day today. I'll take it. I will take it. Anyway, anyhow, I want us to be 500 on the road tomorrow. And get us to the 500 mark tomorrow. We're 8-9 on the road. Didn't have to go to any other bullpen pitcher today. And Taijuan Walker. I don't want to forget about Cristopher Sanchez. Sanchez only went 6 innings, allowed 1 hit, and he had 5 strikeouts. He could have actually went 7 innings today, and probably should have. But whatever. They did this off of Shane Baz too, folks. Shane Baz is a very good pitcher. He is. I know that he's also coming off of an outing where he gave up 7 earned runs. But he had that 1-0 shutout against the Padres. He had that one game where he had 11 strikeouts in 6 innings and only gave up 2 hits against the Red Sox, and he was dominant in that game. And then the Pittsburgh game before that, 6 innings, 7 hits, 10 strikeouts, no runs. He looked like he was a rookie today. And the Phillies took advantage. They were like, you know what? We can hit off of you, and we're going to take you out of the game. I thought that the Phillies actually had a game plan today where they were sort of like, remember how in 2022 and even in 2021, I mean, they did it off of him this year too, but Sandy Alcantara, who was one of the top pitchers in the game, the Phillies grinded out at-bats, and they loved hitting off of him. I thought that they had that same approach today with Shane Baz, and it was nice. So, I will take that. I want more. And hopefully I will get more. But yes, they're playing better baseball. I can't deny it. And I'm happy. I'm not fired up yet, though. So it'll take me a little bit more. All right. Love you guys. I'll catch you all tomorrow. And yeah, let's go for that sweep, man. Bon says we have an easy schedule. It's okay. It's A-okay. Maybe we can pull one out tomorrow. If they keep using Walker for 3 innings, I'll be happy. Says Eagle Auto. It's crazy. All right. Love you all. Bye. Lila Tov. And good night. Let's go.